So you've seen the pictures of David Lammy, UK Foreign Secretary, with Netanyahu and Abbas in his visit to so-called Israel and the West Bank. So David Lammy basically went there and towed the Tory line, but also gave a little bit of a finger wag to Israel. So basically, he went there and said, Labour wants a ceasefire, and also we're going to give more money to a UK-based charity that works in Gaza, or does some work in Gaza, called UK Med. Now, this is essentially the same line that the Conservative Party had. He didn't mention anything to do with arms sales. He didn't mention the mass slaughter of Palestinians that happened like 2 days before his arrival. He did say the death in Gaza is intolerable, but he never specifically said that Israel killed Palestinians en masse in Gaza in what Israel designated as a safe zone. You know, that's exactly what the Tories did. The Tories would say the death in Gaza is intolerable, and Netanyahu, don't be that bad. But they would never go and say, Netanyahu, it is really bad that you killed Palestinians en masse in a safe zone that you designated. He didn't do that. He didn't say anything about ending the arms sales with Israel over this conflict. He didn't say anything about restoring funding to UNRWA, who are on the ground and have been on the ground in Palestine for decades, helping Palestinians. Like one of the first places Palestinians can go to get help, including schools, including food, including shelter. He didn't mention anything about restoring that funding. He said he'd give funding to a UK-based medical charity. Okay, that's good, but it's not as good as going and giving the funding back to the people who, are like there, who have been there for decades. He refuses to do that. He's basically towing the Tory line, but also, giving that finger wag, being like, oh, guys, we can't have more people dying, but we're not going to do much about it. We're basically going to do what the Tories did, and we're also going to give a UK-based charity money. It's like, it's the barest of minimums that he's doing, and he's expecting this is going to be the thing that starts to get back those voters in those 5 seats that they lost to independent candidates. But it's not enough. If you really, really want to claw back those voters, you have to go further than the Tories. You have to go more than a slap on the wrist. It's not even a slap on the wrist, it's a poke on the wrist. They need to do more if they want those votes back, but they refuse to do it. And I'm sorry, it seems we're basically going to have the same thing as we had under the Tories, which was, don't be that bad, Mr. Netanyahu. But I'm not going to say anything about the arms sales, and I'm not going to say anything about giving money back to the one institution that was really helping the Palestinians for decades.